Ready? They sprinting away from the 1200. Icefire was slow to go. Last Eclipse and Atso's Hill began well. Kingston, the red sleeves and cap, and Inspector Casey's also right there shortly after the start. They're followed by Furat Quality, then Zurchis, who's racing about 5 lengths off the leader. Argyle Bay and Icefire, the last two. They're about 7 lengths off the lead. Atso's Hill's going quickly by 2.5 lengths. Last Eclipse is second. Inspector Casey's on the outside of Furat Quality. 2 lengths away to Zurchis, then Kingston, Icefire, and then Argyle Bay. As they move towards the 600, the entrance to the straight, Atso's Hill is the leader. Last Eclipse second. Inspector Casey on the outside third. Furat Quality's going through down the inside, then Zurchis. Top of the lane, and it's still Atso's Hill. Last Eclipse, Inspector Casey on the outside. Zurchis down the inside, then Furat Quality coming to the 200 now. And on the outside, Inspector Casey comes to Last Eclipse. These are the two. Inspector Casey and Last Eclipse. Zurchis trying to get away through over the last 100, but Inspector Casey comes well. And yes, Argyle Bay absolutely flying with Zurchis. Argyle Bay got up on the line. Maybe Zurchis second. Close for third, Inspector Casey or Last Eclipse. Argyle Bay came from nowhere to win it from last. Number 6, Argyle Bay, the son of Savano. Doug Campbell wins at a half length. Very close for second, third and fourth. If we run it across, I thought the horse in the middle, Zurchis, might get up for second, and then it's very close. Inspector Casey nearest us, Last Eclipse, and then Icefire down the inside. Argyle Bay came with an absolute scorcher in the last 100, then Kingston behind that, Atso's Hill, followed by Furat Quality, Yellow Sleeves on the inside. As we look at the head-on, the winner's on the extreme right-hand side, and that is Argyle Bay. Really kicks into top gear. He had about 7 or 8 lengths to make up. Last Eclipse and Inspector Casey doing battle. Zurchis can also be considered unlucky. Was looking for running room and finds a split late, but Argyle Bay, number 6, comes on well to be victorious and wins the 4th race. That's the running of the 4th, and there's only, a half length covering the first 4 over the line. Argyle Bay, Sugar Hill Stud, and also for Campbell and Co. Back to the studio.
Well, the half-brother to the mighty Kings Bay, Argyle Bay. He's come through to show a thing or two out here, and he really turned it on up the lane.
He really is. He's always shown us he can run. Sorry, but when he came to the straight so far back, I must admit I was pretty worried. But Stewie didn't give up, and it's a great ride by him. He's patient on him, and he's a lovely little horse. He's always had very fast finishing times, and I think he'll go on from here.
Half-brother to Kings Bay, that says something?
It does. I hope he improves and catches up to his younger brother. But I'd just like to say I hope this win really makes Monty Campbell one of my oldest owners of stables in hospital, and I really hope this will cheer him up. I know he was lying in bed listening to the commentary, so I'm sure he's feeling much better.
Heart attack over the last 100 because he really picked it up all of a sudden.
I know, I just about had a heart attack myself.
Well done, Doug.
Thanks very much.
Let's get the winning pilot, Stuart Randolph, in here. Now, you know a couple of things about flying, but this really flew up.
He did some low flying. No, big thank you to Campbell and his team. I had a bit of nitrous there under the tank, so it helped.
Tell us about him going down to the start.
No, he gave me a hard time going down. He jumped away. He's a bit temperamental, and Campbell warned me about him. I was a bit worried because he just sort of overreached himself, so we just got the vet to just double check, but everything was, everything was good. He broke on terms, but just didn't have the speed to go with him. I just had to leave him alone, let him get balanced up. But as you saw in the finish, he really put it together.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Campbell, again. Thank you.
Let's get the winning connections in here. Morgan Pillay, also Bruce Campbell. Now, this must have really set the pulse racing.
Thank you very much. It did. More so because it was unexpected. We thought that the favorite was one to beat. Obviously, the great horse. I would like to thank Doug, Di, Stewie Randolph, and the rest of the team. I'm actually the second and owner in this horse because the first guy bailed out, and I invested in it, and it's been quite good. Won 2 races for me so far, and hopefully I think it's got a few more left in it. Thank you.
All the connections are here on course, so there must have been a glee of hope.
I was actually quite confident, Sheldon. I just felt this was a race for him. I would like to dedicate the race to my father, who's in ICU at St. Anne's in Maritzburg. Should have been here tonight. He had planned to come with me, and had a little problem. We hope he'll be okay. It's also my daughter's birthday today as well, Jessica, so that's great for me. And also, of course, breeding the horse with Doug. You know, Doug and I bred this one and Kings Bay together. Always makes it a bit more special.
Gives you that extra pleasure. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, Sheldon. Thank you.
So well done to the connections. Number 6, Argyle Bay. Well, watch that replay from last to first. He's really turned it on. And who knows, maybe artistically done coming up in the last for Doug Campbell could do the same.